Hi guys, so Jason from JVA Carpet Adventures, and you join me on another Friday evening. In fact, it's about 7 o'clock, back at Mousehole Lakes. This week I'm on Kingfisher Lake. I'm in one of my favourite swims. I'm back in swim number 7. So this is going to be vlog number 4 of the Mousehole Diaries in swim 7. But for now, let's just roll that intro. Alright guys, so as you can see, I've got absolutely nothing set up. It's all over there. So I need to get myself set up. It's 7 o'clock in the evening on a Friday, so I'm going to get myself set up and then I'll come back to you guys, let you know where the rods are going for a lovely Friday night. Importantly, I am using my Sweet Reds this week. So it's the bait I took to Fox and didn't do too well on, but I'm going to give them a go at Mouse. Okay guys, so Friday evening. Just gone 7:30. I literally put the rods out first. I don't normally, if I'm honest. I like to have a little investigate and all, but because I've fished swim 7, I know a few spots here that I'm confident enough that I can put them out tonight and then investigate tomorrow. Even if you know a swim like I do know this swim, I will still put the bait boat out with the deeper and have a look, because things can change. So, but for tonight I'm confident enough in the spots I've picked. So firstly, I'll let you know everything this weekend is going to be on Sweet Red. So those are actually some Sweet Red boilies, but also, if you haven't seen it, I'll do a link in description. I did some Sweet Red yellow pop-ups in 12mm and 16. So I've trimmed one of them down so it looks like a bit of corn. The other one I did on a snowman with a red at the bottom and a yellow pop-up on top. And the other's just got a small little yellow pop-up in. Another solid PVA bag. So basically all Sweet Red this weekend guys, so I won't bother telling you what's on what. It's going to be a Sweet Red. Let's show you where they are. So I've gone to the right hand side margin. So right hand side margin in swim 7 has done me bites, and if you look in the centre of the screen now, I'm literally probably about a foot off. The water level's up at the minute, so there is actually a little bit of depth there, otherwise I don't go in too close, but I'm fairly close today and I'm confident enough with that. So happy days. That's my right hand rod. Middle rod, obviously you can see the water over here. I'm literally middle of your screen now. I've dropped one in there, just obviously hoping the oxygen level and all the rest of it helps. And I have had one off the middle before. It wasn't, this is a new pump in here, so it wasn't quite as fierce as what we've got now. So no doubt it's probably blown a lot of my stuff away, but I'm confident enough in the rigs and what I've got that I'm going to put one there. Then my last rod, I've got to go to the corner of this island guys. It's still where I've had my PB, which is £37.4 common, and I'm literally probably on a diagonal off the corner of the island about a foot. And again, that one is a little yellow pop-up in a solid PVA bag. So that's where I am for Friday night guys. I have literally only got the rods in. I have got nothing else set up, so I've got to get myself set up. So I will check in. If I don't have a fish tonight, I will check in with you in the morning. Stay safe, stay fishing. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I can get a fish tonight guys. Morning guys, so 5 o'clock Saturday morning. As you can deduce from no footage during the night, no fish for me. So I did get here a bit later last night. I was gonna be in swim 4, which I did actually hear a fish bosh out there last night, so I might have made the wrong choice by coming to swim 7, but here I am, swim 7. So first thing I've got to say, I think I've done a boob, and I think this is actually vlog number 25 guys. So firstly, I think this is vlog number 25. Vlog 24 should have been when I was in swim 1 and they'd just done the new stones and all in the swim. So I've got to find out why I haven't edited and put it up, but I will sort that out. So let's get back to this session. Vlog number 25 is in swim 7. So I did actually have a choice of swims when I got here yesterday, and I could have gone in one which is the last one I did, which is why I realised I've kind of missed a vlog out somewhere. Swim 4, which probably would have been a good shout from what I heard last night, and swim 7, which is where I'm at. So yeah, I could move now if I wanted to. I've got 2 hours before people turn up, but I quite like being in swim 7, guys, if I'm honest. It's not just about, as crazy as it might sound, being on the fish. I like being a little bit secluded away from people as well. You know, this weekend anyway, it's been a hard week at work, so I wouldn't mind just being away from people. So swim 7's a bit more secluded. You don't have people walking past you all the time, and also I'm like, do you know what, tuck me away in swim 7, I'll be happy. So here I am, swim 7. Now, sorry guys, I need to have a bit of coffee. So one of the things I did say it last time I was here actually, but I'm probably going to give you a little bit more footage later, guys, to be fair, is again, Mousehole lakes have been making improvements. I mean, literally every time I come here, not every time, but year in, year out being here, there's improvements being made on the fishery. There's lovely new signage that have gone up. I'm going to show you some later. All the swims now have a black plaque on it with the number of the swim on, whereas they used to have like an old card. I'll show you both of them in swim 7 because they're still both here. And they've been putting some tarmac down at the front as you drive in yesterday. So well done to Joe and Dave for constantly upgrading the fishery, putting the money back into the fishery. I'm telling you guys, if there was a fishery award per year, I reckon this would do it in the UK, because there's nothing not to love about this place. I had a couple of guys email me or message me, and one of them had been here recently, I think it's John, been here recently, blanked. But in his text to me, oh, you know, I had a lovely time down there, the food was fantastic. Blanked, but I had a great time. Guys, when you're here at Mousehole, and if you're new to Mousehole Lakes or my channel or anything, Mousehole Lakes is in Paddock Wood, Kent. It is a complex that has 3 lakes, 2 specimen carp lakes with fish over £40 and a nice little pleasure lake called Swift Lake. It is a fantastically run complex. It has great facilities with regards to toilets, showers, there's, you know, multiple places you can go. It has a massive canteen. It has food, that fantastic food, guys, really lovely, and they will come around in the morning and in the evening, take your order and then bring your food to your swim. So you're not even reeling in. It's really, really good here, guys, and it's why I love to come here. You know, the Mousehole Diaries came about because I fell in love with this place probably about 6 or 7 years ago now, and been coming back here ever since. Not as frequently as I am now. Obviously I'm here quite a lot now because of the Mousehole Diaries. It's just fantastic, guys. You know, it's a really good place if you want to bring your partner, because everything is spotlessly clean. It's a great place. Anyway, let's stop going on about Mousehole. Let's talk about this session. I decided to go in swim 7. There was a day angler here. He hadn't had any luck during the day and it had been quiet. But I fancied swim 7. So, as I said, time was getting on last night. So I just went out to spots that I've fished before and had results off before. So confident enough in my spots. I didn't do any investigations or anything. I literally sent the bait boat out last night and that was it. As always when I'm here, guys, I will not bring the rods in unless I see something else to go at before 10 o'clock. I always leave them in. Bite time here really, I mean, I'm surprised I didn't get anything through the night, if I'm honest, but bite time here massively is the morning, like it is on most places, to be fair. So it's really important to leave your rods in here. I do sometimes see guys wake up and the first thing they're doing is refreshing the rods, and I do get that. You know, you want to know, are your rigs still there, are they presented, and so on and so forth. So I do get it, but for me personally, I like to leave them in, guys. If I'm happy with the rigs and everything, which, you know, if you're not totally happy with the rigs, I don't know why you're fishing them in the first place, really. So I'm really happy with my rigs, so I leave them while I'm having the oat coffee. Don't forget, guys, get your comments in on what you'd like to see on my YouTube channel at Mousehole Diaries for chance to win one of these bad boys, a mug on a mug. So that's the mug and a mug competition, guys. Just put comments or suggestions in the boxes on YouTube for what you'd like to see, and you can have one of these. It's important that you are someone that attends Mousehole Lakes. If you're not, still feel free to leave comments. Just let me know, you know, if you win, that, you know, you can't get to Mousehole. But here you go, chance to win one of these bad boys. Yeah, so what am I going to do today? Well, 10 o'clock, I will bring the rods in, probably have a little comfort break, then get the bait boat out and re-investigate the swim. Yes, I know the swim, but things can always change. Just looking at the water level, guys, to be fair, it's not too bad. So things can always change in your swim. For one, they've got like a double aerator going off now all the time in swim 7, so you might hear that in the background. So that might change things with regards to water flow, particularly over in that area. And I have got one over in front of that. I don't think I showed you last. Oh no, I did show you last night. God, guys, I'm losing the plot. Can't remember if I showed you where I put the rods last night. So obviously I have got one over towards that aerator. So yeah, that will make a difference. Like I said, I didn't hear anything last night in my area. I did in the middle of the lake, which is roughly where swim 4 is. So yeah, I certainly did there. There's guys coming in today into swims 4, 5 and 6. So I'm literally just gonna have a coffee, wake up. Why not show you a bit how it looks here today, because it is beautiful here, guys. Back on me, as you can see, guys, it's early, but the sun's coming up. It's going to be a beautiful day until about 3 or 4 o'clock, I believe, and then it's going to rain for about an hour, which is just typical. Every time I'm out it's raining. I don't know if you've seen part 1 of the France vlog or whatever that dropped yesterday. Absolutely incredible torrential thunderstorms there, like roasting as you like all day, and then it would just absolutely bucket it down with thunderstorms and lightning and everything in the evening. Crazy, crazy. So I'm gonna have my coffee, wake up a bit more, concentrate on watching the water, guys. It's really important. See if anything gives itself away, and if it does, those will be the spots I'll be moving on to later. Fingers crossed that I can get a fish. Okay guys, so as I was saying earlier, I just thought I'd show you my swim quickly. Firstly, just to show you, look at that. You see those lovely new stones in, so all the swims here have had new little pebbles in. Really nice, much more comfortable than the older ones, which are a bit larger, a bit sharper. So these are a bit more ground sheet friendly for you. As you can see, this is swim 7 and it's huge, guys. I mean, you know, I've got my bivvy all the way over here, which isn't really even to the edge. I've got loads of room over here. I've got my barrow in the swim. But one of the things I wanted to show you is they've been putting up new signage here. So here's your old sign for swim 7, but check out the new ones. I've got to be honest, they look really lovely and classy. I do like them. Very nice, guys. So give you a little look around my swim. Got my cradle there, barrows outside. The old Quest Tackle Defier Mark II, which I did a review on this bivvy, guys. If you want to have a look at it, I'll do a link in the description. I've got to be honest, when I first got it, I was maybe a little bit negative on it, guys, and I probably shouldn't have been, because I've got to be honest, I love this bivvy. It's a fantastically well made bivvy, really, really good one, man. And my gripe was getting this table in. I didn't think I could, but I was having it too high. If I put it down a little bit more, which still gets my cooler bag underneath, so down there, it's fine, it goes in great. So yeah, if you want to have a look at that Quest Defier Mark II bivvy, I'll do the link in the description, but it is really good, guys. So as you can see, look, it's beautiful out here, isn't it? It's only 5 o'clock in the morning, so I've kind of got to the corner of that island and all of this. I mean, it's a good bit of water to go at in swim 7, I've got to be honest guys. Nice bit of water. Okay guys, just going to show you these. These are my sweet red yellow pop-ups that I recently made on my YouTube channel. I'm going to put a link in the description if you'd like to know how to make these. Essentially I used mainline Polaris pop-up mix along with my John Baker flavourings that I use. Fingers crossed they can get me a bite this weekend guys. Alright guys, as I'm pretty much always saying about Mousehole Lakes, here Joe and Dave are always looking to reinvest into the property. So one of the things they've done is given new signage with the rules and all. New signage with regards to the lake, letting you know they've got CCTV in operation for safety. This, guys, is really the top-notch place in my eyes. Going to show you a few other things as well. There you go guys, the sign for Kestrel Lake. I'm actually going to go into one of the swims and show you on Kestrel Lake, because each of their swims on Kestrel Lake actually has electricity to it. How crazy is that? Obviously along the way guys, we've got the shower block and toilets. Okay guys, so I'm in swim 1 on Kestrel. As you can see, absolutely lovely. And I want to draw your attention to this. This power block. Open it up and you've got 2 little plug sockets there. How cool is that? Okay guys, so just walking back to my swim, and I thought, well, whilst there's a nice big empty swim, so this is actually swim 5 on Kestrel. Guys, if you see the size of this, it is huge. And I'll be honest, most of the swims here are really big, but this one is particularly big. Look at that, it's huge. Alright guys, going to be showing you what's going out on my rigs on Saturday afternoon, because they may end up staying there till this evening. So that's just one of my sweet red yellow pop-ups, and I'm going to put some bait to go with it. So I haven't gone for much guys, it's just my sweet reds with a bit of sweet corn. So let's show you where that's going to be. So totally forgot to have the camera rolling whilst I put that out, so let me just show you. Centre of the screen now, just under this tree branch, that's where that little setup went out to guys. And if I don't see anything else to go for, it may stay there this evening as well. I'm not always one for moving baits and changing anything. If I'm happy with a spot, then I'm happy to leave bait there until it hits. So let's bring it back to the centre. Next one is going to be going towards just off the centre of the island. I'm probably going to leave it rolling because otherwise I'll mess it up. Alright guys, so hopefully you can see that middle rod is pretty much exactly the same. It's a sweet red yellow pop-up, but this time in the shape of an ice cream cone. Just going to throw some freebies in with that and then we'll get that out. Alright guys, so my last rod is actually going to be something different. It's not going to be my sweet reds. It's actually going to be a Carp Basics all nut wafter. I've trimmed down into a solid PVA bag. I'm going to put some pellet and crushed 18 millers in as well as freebies, and I've switched to all nut because Rod the bailiff has suggested it. So here you go Rod, if it goes off you'll be the one to thanks. Also I'll show you now guys, obviously that's my water right in front of me, but Rod's advised, because no one's actually in swim 6 or 5, that I put it over onto that corner, so that's where it's going to go. Good evening guys. So pretty uneventful Saturday daytime. You saw where I put the rods out earlier. Nothing's happened for the day. I decided I was going to redo all of the rods for tonight and just change things up a little. Now obviously I've done swim 7 a couple of times and I've been in other swims watching swim 7. So my rods are here. This is my right hand margin, and occasionally I've seen the odd big fish bosh out over here when I've been on the opposite side, so I've decided I'm gonna go to the margin. So I am literally just about here, which is like a rod length and a half out straight in front of me. I'm doing a running rig on that. I'm using the new OMC components for their running rig. I've got the line on the floor, slack line, bobbins loose. Obviously with a running rig it will pull up anyway, so I'm not worried about indication. So that's where my right hand rod is. That is one of my sweet reds topped with a sweet red yellow pop-up, well like a quarter of one, so I've just put a sliver of yellow on top just as a bit of a topper. The second rod, I've gone back to where I was earlier today, so again to this tree, under the branch about here, but I've decided to go for my one of my favourite park baits, which is double pop-up corn, and I've put literally a can of corn split between both hoppers on the bait boat and just whacked that out. Happy with that, that'll do, good enough for me. And then the last one is probably one of those obvious ones really. I don't do it very often, but I've decided to go for in between these two islands, just about there, and that's actually a Carp Basics all-nut wafter with a load of pellet and some chops. So that's where they are for Saturday night. I've really got my fingers crossed. I don't want to have a blank on this session. Feels like it's been a short one for me this week. Let's see what we can do. There's still plenty of evening left. Hopefully as soon as it starts to get dark it will liven up, and please the carp gods bless me with a fish or two. If not, I'll be speaking to you in the morning guys, but let's hope I speak to you in the night. Morning guys, so 5:30 Sunday morning, and clearly no footage, no fish. Bad, yeah. Thought I might get something last night, but I think I had a few liners through the night which obviously woke me up each time, so excuse me, so I'm really tired. But other than that, absolutely nothing. Didn't hear anything down here at all. Haven't heard any alarms go off during the night, so I'm not sure if anyone else has caught. So yes, I've probably got like a couple of hours left before I've got to pack down, so it's looking like a total blank unless I can get a blank saver in the last 2 hours. Pray for that. So I don't know, where's it all gone wrong? Well, probably right at the start guys, to be honest. I was booked into swim 4, and when I got here Joe kindly gave me the option of going into swims 1, 4 or 7. There's already people in 2 and 3, and I thought, you know what, I'll go down the end, I'll be in swim 7 out of the way, and it clearly hasn't done me any favours, and the people in 2 and 3 ended up catching a 41-pound whopper. So clearly the fish were down that end, or are down that end probably. So yeah, for me I should have stuck with the swim that Rod had given me, and yeah, I might have had a fish or two by now. So I'm going to have a coffee, wake up, not going to move the rods before I leave. I'm happy enough with where they are, so either I'll have a bite before I leave or I won't. Fingers crossed. Let's wake up, have a coffee. Well, this is the Mousehole Diaries, and as such, Mousehole Diaries, we've got the mug on a mug competition. Yes guys, your chance to win one of these exclusive bad boys with my ugly mug on a mug. So to win one of these, all you've got to do is subscribe to my channel first off if you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up, and the most important part is leave a comment below of what you would like me to cover either at Mousehole Lakes or anywhere else in my vlog, or suggestions. It might be a lake you think I should maybe go to, a topic you might want me to cover, something like that guys, okay? Just give me more ideas of what you guys want to see on my channel so I can bring you what you want. Really important that you do go to Mousehole Lakes, because that's where your prize will be waiting guys. So leave me comments below. Thank you very much. Also, for you guys that leave me comments, I really appreciate it, guys. I reply to absolutely all of you, and I really do appreciate the feedback. You guys, loads of guys have given me lots and lots of feedback. Thank you guys, I really do appreciate it very, very much. Obviously I'm only just starting my channel and growing it. It's been going a little over a year. So yeah, really happy with the way things have gone, and hopefully bring you a lot more exciting stuff. Sadly the France trip wasn't all I wanted to be, so next one out, guys, is Connor's birthday trip. So I think we might be going to a lake called Beavers. I hope we are, because I haven't been there in years, so that'd be quite good. Not sure you're going to catch that on camera, guys, but it's just typical. The minute you want to start packing up, it starts raining. Oh, another week of drying out the stuff when you get back. Absolute pain in the ass. Hi guys, so the rain has finally stopped, thank God. It's 7:30 Sunday morning, and I'm going to call a close to this session. I want to be off by 9 o'clock, so it's a couple trips for me with a barra. So unfortunately I haven't been able to bring you any fish, but thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, guys. Don't take anything for granted. So if you like this sort of thing, please remember to subscribe to my channel, and if you enjoyed this video, give it the old thumbs up and like it. Also, if you want to be notified of any future posts, feel free to hit the bell icon, and hopefully I've got a lot more good stuff coming for you guys. Obviously I do reviews, bait making and vlogs. I believe my next vlog's going to be with Connor, possibly at Beavers in Lingfield. It'd be good to get back there. Haven't been back there for a long time. So as always, I want to thank all the team at Mousehole Lake. It's been lovely. Unfortunately I've not had any fish. Like I said previously, pretty much probably down to me, guys. I went for the wrong swim. I wanted to be out the way, tucked away, and just chill a little bit this weekend. So yeah, I wasn't on the fish, it seems. But hopefully be more in future posts. So just leave me to say thank you very much for watching. Please leave any comments if you want to. I will reply to all of them. And stay safe, stay fishing.